In Montana, a murdered woman is found stuffed in the trunk of her car. With little physical evidence, investigators struggle to catch her killer. A seemingly healthy 33-year-old woman dies in her sleep. Tennessee police must determine if her death resulted from natural causes or murder. In Ohio, a woman abandons her husband and 2 children. But a routine investigation reveals that her disappearance may not have been intentional. A well-executed homicide can baffle even the most skilled investigator. But forensic examiners look beyond the obvious to find proof of a killer's guilt and expose the elements of murder. Case 1. Montana Murder: The Discovery. Settled in the heart of Big Sky Country, Great Falls, Montana is surrounded by the majestic Rocky Mountains to its west and the Little Belt Mountains to its east. On an October morning, a man hiking along the secluded banks of the Missouri River stumbled upon several ID cards. They belonged to a young woman. Concerned, he alerted police. Deputies from the Cascade County Sheriff's Department responded. At the river's edge, they found additional ID cards belonging to Susan Galowy. 27-year-old Susan Galowy had been reported missing the previous day. Officers from the boat patrol were called in to drag the river. 20 feet from shore, they signaled they had snagged a woman's purse. Inside were more of the missing woman's ID and credit cards. There was also $100 in cash, but no signs of Susan Galowy. Family interview, 2:50 to 4:10. Cascade County Police contacted the missing woman's parents and brought them in for an interview. The family was alarmed when they discovered that their daughter and her vehicle were gone. Susan had recently become engaged, and she seemed so happy. Her fiancé, Craig Smith, was stationed at the nearby Air Force Base. The couple often helped out at the business that the Galloways owned. Susan was a devout Mormon. Though Craig wasn't, he had agreed to convert so the two could marry. The family planned to give the couple ownership of the store as a wedding present. They couldn't understand why Susan would just take off without a word. Veteran Detective Ken Anderson was not optimistic. Finding the identification indicated that Susan Galowy did not just leave town or drive away without saying goodbye. She certainly wouldn't have left her identification and money behind. Interviewing the fiancé, 4:10 to 5:50. Police arranged to interview the missing woman's fiancé, Craig Smith. Craig Smith had no idea where Susan could have gone. He last saw her the night before she disappeared. After leaving a dinner party, Susan dropped him off at his apartment around midnight. He hadn't heard from her since. The detective was curious about a bandage on Smith's hand. He explained that he had accidentally cut himself with a knife. A few hours after Susan dropped him off, he woke up thirsty. He tried to open a frozen can of orange juice, but was having trouble. He grabbed a knife, but it slipped as he tried to pry open the can. His car wasn't running, and he walked to the Air Force Base where he was stationed to have a medic treat the wound. Police later confirmed he had visited the medic that evening. The search for Susan Galowy was going nowhere. Finding the body, 5:50 to 8 o'clock, 3 days later. A power company employee working at the Rainbow Dam spotted something on a hill across the river. He decided to go check it out. When he arrived at the spot, he found a car that had plunged down the hillside. The vehicle appeared to be caught up on some brush. Police and crime scene technicians were contacted and responded to the scene. A check on the vehicle's tags revealed the car was registered to missing 27-year-old Susan Galowy. Sergeant Anderson made his way down the hill. Through the window, he observed a key in the ignition. There didn't appear to be anyone inside, but on the back of the vehicle he noticed streaks of blood. There was also what appeared to be a footprint on the trunk. Then Anderson took a closer look inside the car. The rear cushion of the back seat had pulled away from the trunk area, and at that point I could see a body inside the trunk of the car. The woman matched the description of Susan Galowy, and it appeared she had been murdered.